And now, marine weather around Alaska.
West winds 15 to 25 knots here for the south coast and the north coast. West winds 10 to 25 knots. Lynn Canal southerlies at 25 for Tuesday, south at 15, Stevens Passage. And for Clarence Strait, northwest 15 knots. And for the day Wednesday, south coast, south winds 15 knots, sea 7 feet. And the north coast, east-southeast 15 to 20 knots. Southeast at 10 for Stevens Passage and Lynn Canal, and southeast at about 15 knots for Clarence Strait. Prince William Sound for Tuesday, light variable winds in the forecast there with slight seas. West winds 15 to 20 knots for the North Gulf Coast, seas running 8 to 9 feet. Southwest at 20. For the Barren Islands, west 15 Kamishak Bay and south to southwest at 15 knots for Cook Inlet. Then on the day for Wednesday, we've got northeast winds 20 to 30 knots here for Cook Inlet with the small craft advisory south of the Forelands. Winds continue to increase as you head south. Good gales here out of the east for Kamishak Bay and the Barren Islands at 45 knots. And for the western North Gulf Coast, east winds 35 to 40 knots. And the eastern North Gulf Coast a little lighter under gale force east at 30 knots. Small craft advisories for Prince William Sound Wednesday, east winds 25 knots and those seas at 6 feet. And for Kodiak Island tomorrow, southwest wind 15 to 20 knots and south to southeast winds 15 to 25 knots for the Alaska Peninsula, while Bristol Bay will be looking at a southeast breeze at 15. Those pick up considerably for Bristol Bay on Wednesday, east 30 knots, sea 6 feet. And north to northwest winds 15 to 30 knots for the Alaska Peninsula. Gale warnings for Kodiak Island, east-southeast 35 to 40 knots. And for the Fox Islands tomorrow, southeast winds 30 knots and northwest to northeast winds at 20 for Adak and Atka. For the western Aleutians, north to northwest winds 20 to 25 knots. Western Aleutians on Wednesday, west-northwest, 20 to 25 knots. Southwest at 20 for Adak and Atka. And then for Unalaska Island here, south to southeast, 15 knots. And for the southwest coast, southeast winds, 25 knots tomorrow. St. Lawrence Island, southeast at 20. Norton Sound, east at 10. East at 30 for St. Matthew Island. And south at 30 knots for the Pribilofs. St. Paul and St. George on Wednesday, those winds come down to 20 knots from the southeast. East at 30 knots for St. Matthew Island. And for the Kuskokwim Delta Coast, northeast at 25. St. Lawrence Island, Yukon Delta Coast, northeast at 15. Then up to 20 knots out of the northeast for Norton Sound. And for the eastern Beaufort Sea coast tomorrow, east winds 20 knots. Central Coast, east at 15. Brisk wind advisories for the western coast here for east winds at 25 knots in the Chukchi Sea, east at 10. And for Wednesday, Chukchi Sea, east winds 10 to 20 knots. Central and western and eastern coastline up there, winds will be pretty uniform out of the east, all at 20 knots.